Like, share, and subscribe. Big IV, Big Four, by the people, for the people. And this is For the Real Only channel. It's not a game. It's not a test. This is a real thing. Yep. Like, share, and subscribe. Hit that notification bell so you can stay tapped in as well. Stop by Friday Night Live tonight at 9 o'clock. Remember, we're going to be, I'm still trying to figure out how I'm going to do it. I think I don't know. We might, I don't know. I know it's going to be some cash giveaways. I don't know how to do it because I see a lot of people do giveaways. They tell people to pick a number. You know, people all over YouTube pretty much. I don't know. I might try to, I don't know. Maybe I'll do like a questionnaire or something like that. Whoever get the right answers, I might talk about a specific topic. I know I need to hurry up and figure out what I'm gonna do, but it's probably, I don't know, probably be some sitcoms or whatever. Can whoever can get situated and get right, or whatever. We're gonna be sending cash app prizes of all various um amounts. You know what I'm saying? You might get 100, you might get 50, you might get 25, whatever. But I just came on here to my last live, I always said it ain't gonna be no long live, and this one ain't gonna be no long one either. Probably 10 minutes at the most, if even that, like the last one was, I guess. But what I'm gonna do is a lot of times, one thing about me, IV ain't never been no hater. I am gonna give uh credit where credit due, even though, and not to, and this is to ATM Tim. And even though we had a little disagreement at one point, he did something I didn't understand why he did it, and I didn't understand where he was coming from. I don't know, was he doing it just because of YouTube? I just knew I didn't provoke it or do nothing to him, and always had love, especially being that, not like I said, not to lessen it, because I don't feel like we have even scratched the surface. None of us on that was in this sector when it come to this YouTube thing. I don't feel like nobody doing no hellified numbers or views or whatever. But I will give him his credit, because a lot of times I heard people would try to tell you a story. I can't allow no one to tell my story. I got to tell it the right way it happened. You know what I'm saying? Picture me trying to tell you your story. You know what I'm saying? I don't know your story. I can only know but so much of your story. I have to be in your mind to know your actual story. I got to know what your thoughts was, what you think about, where you came from, how you grew up, how you feel about stuff, what was your mood when you did what you doing. I can only know on the surface of things. That's the only way I can really know your story. So won't nobody know my story really unless I tell it, and I got to tell it real. And that's what this channel been based off since it's been here, is keeping it a buck, telling it how it is. Look out, man. It became a time with this channel where um, we got so wrapped up in going back and forth that I had plans for this channel that y'all never got to see. And that's why you see me get the camera and other little equipment. So y'all about to really see this channel in the coming months and start to see different things, and me hitting the streets with the camera. This is an urban media channel, urban media space. That's what it was meant for. It was meant to talk about real things and talk to real people. And whoever got shit, salute. 11 on the odds, appreciate you. It was meant to talk about real people and real shit and real situations that's going on out here in the street. So this is an urban media / hip hop platform. Now I know I got sidetracked, and all the time I apologize to y'all. So I apologize to y'all again for allowing myself to get sidetracked. You know what I'm saying? But anyway, I want to salute and shout out another creator that was in this sector. I'm going to salute and I'm going to shout out ATM Tim. It's a creator called ATM Tim. If any of y'all watching this, any of my new people, because I know I got a lot of new people that's supporting the channel, y'all go follow ATM Tim. Matter of fact, I'm gonna tag him when I get off here. Y'all go follow him and salute to him. That's the origin story. I was always on YouTube under my government name. I was on here under my government name, and I was always just watching channels. I barely commented on anything. When it comes to this sector, I commented once on Cuz Cuddy, if y'all know who he is, on Cuz Cuddy's channel one single solitary time when he first got that house, and I told him congratulations about the house. Salute Digital Dre. So I told him congratulate. Yeah, y'all go subscribe to Digital Dre as well. So I told Cuddy congratulations about the house. I never said anything. I followed JT. I was following JT before he even went to Africa. I had numerous points where I was following him, and then I would drop off, and I'll follow him again because he was going live a lot. He was putting out a lot. I just got overwhelmed by him going live a lot and putting out a lot of content on YouTube and other platforms. So I remember him buying campers and buying. This was before he even went. I was following him for a while. So anyway, one time I dropped off, and when I popped up, I said, "He in Africa?" I think he was actually on his way to Africa. And I said, "What?" Then I popped up. The next time he's in the house. And he's standing like on a little patio drinking some mango juice and all this and that. So I'm like, what is he doing in Africa? So I was actually there before a lot of people. I just didn't say nothing. So on my drop off times, it became a point where I dropped off. And in that time, I guess Cuddy had gone back to Kenya. Because last time I had been watching, he had just went back to North Carolina. So I dropped off. When I popped back up, it was beef and it was drama. Cuddy had went back to Kenya and things had went crazy, I guess. So at that time, it was things going on. You had Real, salute to Cuddy, and all this and that. So they felt a certain type of way. They was alleging that JT had done some things, ATM Tim too, and they were interviewing, Samira TV. So I just felt like at a point where I just felt like it got out of hand at a certain point. I was like, man, this shit getting out of hand. Sometimes when you start going at it with people on here, people just be doing anything and doing too much and doing anything. I felt like basically women and kids, should be off limits. Kids always off limits, but women, they off limits too, unless you just keep barking up the wrong tree. So anyway, they kept barking up the wrong tree. What I'm talking about. So barking up the wrong tree. So anyway, you had the kids and the women being taught. And I was just like, man, that's wrong. Now, I don't know JT. I had talked to him one time he was talking about some music stuff or whatever on his thing. And I used to do music. So I called him and had a conversation with him. He probably don't even remember that. That was a long time ago. But it was a little mini conversation when he was offering, whatever. So anyway, that happened. So I see that and I'm like, man, that's wrong. So I don't know. I guess I just always been like that. I made a video and I'm gonna share it after, since people think they know my story so much, where you can check through any of my videos. My story has never changed. It's always remained consistent. I'm about to share out 2 videos right now in my posts, and they say why I'm here and why I did what I did. I did what I did because I came out and spoke because I thought something was wrong. My whole life, I've been fighting against what's wrong. Any job, if I go on a job, I speak out. If I see wrong shit and they trying to handle me or other people who weaker than me and can't fight for themselves, I speak on it. So I'm usually not well liked at a lot of jobs because I'm the one that's going to call shit out. I'm the one that's not going to be scared to open my mouth. You know what I'm saying? So if people say that that's how they are, they should understand that. So I don't mind. What's up, Fatanya? I don't mind speaking out. So then after a while of watching this go on, I'm like, yeah, but and I ain't gonna lie, I'm cool with Real. Salute to Real. Y'all go subscribe to Real Life TV. It was him more than it was Cuddy. Cuddy was just going at JT, but Real, the Real's going extra hard. So that's the whole reason why I said something. It's just, I just happened to one night. Now, ATM Tim should remember this. If he hears this, I'm going to tag him in it. He should remember this, and I'm going to give him his props. I made a video talking about the situation. I made another video talking about the situation, and I tagged ATM Tim in the video. And then he came and said, "Yo, if that's how you feel about it, I can understand. But I'm saying what I'm saying because something got taken from me." And I'm like, I understand what you're saying, but I'm not talking about that. I don't know about that. I just know I see a kid ain't got nothing to do with nothing. You know what I'm saying? And this and that. So that's when I decided to get involved. Well, I didn't even decide to get involved right then. Let me correct myself. I didn't even decide to get involved right then. I just felt like it was messed up and I was thinking about saying something, not even get involved. That's the wrong word. I want to make sure I cast this the right way and let them know the right way it really went down. So after that, there was a live. Y'all remember this legendary live that we've been asking ATM Tim to release? He got the live. The first time you see IV pop up in anything Filmoe Africa related, he got the live. Now, what was going on at that time was that Cuddy had allegedly taken something, some money or something from ATM Tim. That's their business. I don't know what was going on. It's old news anyway. And that's why I just told homie, y'all see the video I made? I'm done with it finally. That's my last reply. I said it in the, so he done with it. I don't care what he talking about. And then, so all this is the ending of this shit. So I said, man, he was live with the dude. He went live with them. So allegedly he took something from him. He was being very arrogant to have done it, and I felt like he was talking a certain type of way. So as I'm watching this live, y'all remember that legendary live? Timothy Johnson came on there and cursed people out and everything. You know what I'm saying? Cuddy was outside screaming. You remember that digital? So I said, I started getting madder and madder at how he was acting. I'm like, you already took. You know what I'm saying? Now, I don't know ATM Tim as a man. Some people just got a different way of reacting to stuff. But I felt like at the time, I'm like, bro, is dude scared or is he soft? I'm not dissing him. I'm just saying, I'm talking about it in the context of when it was happening. I'm like, bro, dude ain't fighting for himself. He ain't standing up. And that's wrong. You know what I'm saying? This is how I'm acting. This how I'm acting. So I said, this is how I'm thinking. So I said, you got me acting a damn fool. You got me saying wrong. Well, let me stop looking at this chat. So this is how I'm thinking in my head. I'm like, yo, dude scared or he, you know what I'm saying? So just yet again, I've gone through this a million times. I'm like, man, all right, everybody don't say that about him. You know, everybody just ain't no fighter. Everybody ain't the type. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, all right. So the first thing I did was I had always for years was going to be on YouTube, but I'm an introvert. I'm a private person. That's why you get in this voice box right here. I never really wanted to be on camera like that or not. Anyway, and this channel is going to become more and more just showing content and me behind the scenes because I'm an introvert. I don't really feel like being on the camera 24/7, 365. The only reason we even still talking about this is because everybody keep holding on to it. It's been 3 years since I became involved. It's approaching it, or 2.5, two, damn near. So anyway, people talking. So I'm like, man, 10 on the odds, hit the likes, people. So then I'm like, man, let me go on here, you know. And the first thing I did was my shit was under my government name. So I quickly ran to Google during the live. I didn't even know how to do nothing. How you change your name? It told me how to do it. So I changed my name to For the Real Only because I didn't know what I was going to put. Now, in 2015, I had a t-shirt, an apparel business. It was called a Grand Article Clothing. My first campaign was called a For the Real Only campaign. That's how you see I got them hats that I showed in that picture in my banner. You see them hats. I still got them. I had printed up them hats. I was doing that. So I didn't know what to name. And I said, what I'm going to call it? Because it was my regular name. And I just happened to look at the box and I knew the hats was in the box. I said, okay, For the Real Only. And I had the picture in my phone because all my other pictures was my face. So I took that and put that For the Real Only, changed the name. There you have it. So I go back quickly. Let me go on here. So I go on there. I go in ATM Tim background, he let me up. And what I said to Cuddy, I guess it resonated so much to where people was like, who the hell is that? Because I came out of nowhere. So I made some threats. They really was empty threats because I didn't plan on being on there. I just wanted to speak out like, yo, leave them kids alone. And then I said, you what you doing to JT, I'm going to do it to you if you don't show that you got a real business. ATM Tim got this. The proof is in the pudding. ATM Tim, you watch this, go check if I said that. Check if everything I'm saying. I said, if you don't show that you got real business, I'm going to do the same thing to you that you trying to do to JT. I was totally BSing. So I went off and I kept watching the live. You know, the rest is history. That was a legendary live. ATM Tim, you still need to let that go. I don't even give a damn if you just cut and paste my little clip out of it and give it to me. But anyway, so after this, right, I go in the cut. But mind you, I'm watching JT channel and I'm watching Cuddy channel. And at the time I had just started watching ATM channel because I was seeing him. So I subscribed to when I came back and I seen it was drama. I seen the name that I immediately seen that was involved was JT, Cuddy. I seen Samira TV, ATM, and Real Life TV. Shout out to all them. And those are the people who I subscribe to. So because I'm following what's going on, I'm like, what's happening? So anyway, I did that. Now I see Cuddy going live because I'm subscribed to him. So I don't know, I guess he was mad and didn't like what I was saying. So he started dissing me and all this and that. Now I come from, one thing about me, I'm a dozen playing motherfucker and I'm a joke on you and I'm real resourceful and I joke different because ain't nothing, when I joke, I'm talking about the real shit. I'm gonna poke fun at the real shit. And it could be an element of fantasy to it, but I'm gonna joke about the real shit. That's my style of joking. Salute. So I jump on there and the first thing I did was respond back. So I started making videos responding back. Meanwhile, Real still going live, sitting in the back of the truck talking about, the man peoples and all this and that. So I'm still saying something. I said something about Real. I made some jokes and, joking about his sexuality and things like that. And I don't know him and know his real life. So I was just making it up, joking about him on it. And he had these lights, LED lights in the back of the truck that was changing color. So I said, who is this, with these rainbow lights and all this and that? This was one of the first videos I made. So if you look at all my earliest videos, you can scroll back to them. You can see the first videos I made was me talking to Cuddy and me talking to Real. That's it, flat out. And you'll probably hear me mention the ATM Tim too. These the people who I came in for. I don't know, bro. And this is the last thing I'm gonna say. I don't know why people want to take credit for me and say that I got everything from them and I can't. Bro, I don't know your story. I can't tell your story. You say you were making a panel. You had panels. I don't know that. I don't know. When I picked up on you, you were driving. And it was me, Digital, and Chrissy in the chat. Occasionally, Yaya was popping up. Then Bevan was popping up, and then Shanir started popping up. But it was mostly us three, and Yaya would come in too. That's all that's my origin with you. I don't know what you did before that. He said you ran panels, but I'm talking about when it comes to a show, that's what got IV subs on here. That's what grew IV. When you talk about a show, that shit came from my brain. I had to sit there. It was a lot of people popping up and was popping into the channel because I was a new person and they was taking to me. You know what I'm saying? People was coming around. ATM Tim was telling people, y'all follow him. Homie in Seattle was telling people, follow him. But they was coming in on their own because they saw me going back and forth with Cuddy. Now, I wasn't trying to do this. But after a while, it snowballed. He cracking jokes on me, Cuddy, over there in Africa, and I ain't finna let nobody crack jokes, so I'm cracking jokes back. So it begins to snowball, and people start to filter in. So before I even go over on Homie's live for that first time, I already got 8 subs. The first troll was the long face dude. 12 on the eyes, man. Hit the like, subscribe. The first troll was the long face dude. The first thing he's saying to me, and he did it during the Cuddy roast, was, why are you hating on Cuddy and Real? I ain't hating on them. It's so hard for these dudes. That's how I know they intended to troll for YouTube channels. I swear to God, I lay my right hand on the Bible on my sister Gray, may she rest in peace. I didn't intend to come here to troll. I didn't come here to troll. I came here to speak out on something. It kept going back and forth. And you know me, y'all can see as now, you know what I'm saying? When motherfucker get it fucked up, I'm going to come and regulate. You know what I'm saying? You can't get mad because the vast majority of these people, one time I went live and I did a damn poll. One person voted on that poll that I done took an L. And we ain't talking about, and fuck the little mini wins and losses. We talking about the overall picture. Who whooped who? Fuck the little mini shit. It's a million of them. So if you're going to talk about this shit, then who whooped who? But anyway, I said that, and then here we go. I'm like, all right, I got tired of it after a while. I'm so let me get back in the cut. I'm showing my face. I ain't supposed to be I ain't the on the camera guy. I'm the low key to private and to myself individual. So I'm like, let me go off here. Now, if y'all remember Black Diamond, you know, one time we was around each other. She was like, yo, why don't you just stay on there? Don't they give you money for it? And I'm like, yeah, they do. I'm like, I don't really want to be on no camera. She was like, but you already been on there. You might as well try to stay on there. Now, I went to school for mass communications, broadcast production technology. I'm skilled at doing voiceover work. I did it for the campus radio. I wrote articles for the magazine. I helped out with public relations. I was all over that motherfucker, bouncing around there. I was one of the most skilled students that was in the a mass communication major. I got interviews with Khaled, Funk Master Flex, and all this other shit. You know what I'm saying? That was just for the school. Now, so I had been telling her I want to get back to doing this type of stuff. Yo, 14 on the odds. Y'all hit the double tap on the screen for me, please. So I had been wanting to do this. Oh, damn, I'm running over. I had been wanting to do something related to what I had been doing in school, like some content type of stuff. You know what I'm saying? So she was like, remember you said that? She's like, now you can just do it. And she's like, you don't got to argue. So I'm like, I thought about it and I said, all right, we're going to keep going. Now, the first thing I did by then, a dude in Seattle, I'm on his channel. So, you know, I said, hey, now I'm seeing StreamYard from Cuddy using it all the time. He going live more than ATM, but I'm seeing I'm seeing both of them use StreamYard. So I asked dude in Seattle just on the strength of at this point, I'm going on his live joking and laughing and joking with them all the time. So I said, let me ask him. So I said, hey, bro, what's up with this StreamYard thing I'm seeing everybody using? So he was like, oh, it's free and they got a paid one. So I'm like, okay. So in my mind, the first thing I'm thinking is, okay, all my little subscribers that I got at the time, which was because I had 8 when I first started going on Dude in Seattle channel. So I had a few more by then. So I said, all my people is from this. So I said, that's probably gonna be the first people that would come up on a live if I had it. So the first thing I did was I went and I seen that it was more limited for the free package. So I paid for the next package up. So I said, okay, I don't see nobody really making any content. Everybody just going live arguing. I seen ATM and Real do some interviews and everything. And I do interviews too. I was interviewing in school. So this is not copying. You can't copy when you got the shit in your background of doing this shit. You can't copy. If I got it from anybody, I got it from the great Bethune-Cookman University, founded by a great black leader and a female named Mary McLeod Bethune. I'm sure you heard of her during Black History Month. So if I got it from anybody, that's who I got it from. Filmoe Africa come from JT. JT gave Cuddy the clout and everything branched out from there. Niggas can hate all they want to. I'm gonna give him his flowers. Really and truly, if it don't come from JT, you got to give it from Cuddy to Cuddy, just for the simple fact that he came along before everybody else, because he went out there and he was on camera, and then he started this channel, and JT said everybody follow Cuddy. Everyone else is a branch of that. So the dude that started clout chasing and hating and trolling on Cuddy, you know what I'm saying? He is a branch of the JT Cuddy umbrella. He come up under that umbrella. Cuddy was the first one. It's the truth, bro. And everybody else came after that. This is what I saw. Not that you wasn't on YouTube, but I'm talking about as far as this thing that formed. And this thing that formed is what other people call it, what they call it. I call it Filmoe Africa because he was in Filmoe Africa. That's his name. That's his movement. And we all was people that was following that movement. Now, say what you want to say, and niggas hate to say this, bro. Everybody had been on the internet longer than me. I was just spectating and watching it. I didn't have a channel trying to make content. Everybody was spectating and watching it. I feel you. Thank you for saying that. You bought the concept of the panel. I remember he just jealous. He was always alone on StreamYard. Them folks came like they did your... Exactly. I appreciate that. I'm glad someone said that because this gets said, and a lot of time people, well, I've had people that have said it, but you know, more people know it and damn sure could come out and be like, look, yeah, you're right. Everybody know that. So, you know, I came on here, bro, and I said, let me get enough people so I can have a show. You know what I'm saying? Because I didn't see no show. I just saw people arguing. I had a background in this shit. So when I get on there and I make this show, everybody gonna come. Now, my first live stream on StreamYard, Boosie had just got caught out in San Diego with a hammer. So I did a little piece talking about where it was like what I was saying. And Dre can tell you he remember it better than I do. Like where do we go from here in black people's investment into the streets, and how deeply do we need to keep investing in the streets? At what point do we need to leave that behind and ditch that? Because it's always seemed to get us in some trouble. That's all they know us for is the rah-rah and the bullshit. Boosie is someone that's a millionaire that take care of multiple people and help take care of their families. Now, because of his irresponsible decision making, it don't just affect him and his kids and his people. It affects all the people he employ and their family. Because if he got to go lay down, that changed their situation. That's the gist of that conversation. On that conversation, Seattle popped up. It's on the channel. Dread popped up. That's the first time I had seen Dread on Cuddy's channel when he was trying to tell Cuddy to chill with the arguing. He popped up on my channel and gave his perspective. You feel what I'm saying? And I respected that. I did not, on my sister grave, ask dude in Seattle to can't come. He invited himself. But it was a decent show out. I want to say about, at the height of it, probably about 8, 9, 10 people came through, but they came through. Now, this back and forth still going on. Y'all remember this? So the next thing is, I got tired of Cuddy going back and forth because I just wanted to make content. I got tired of the back and forth. I went and bought a laptop. I did an unboxing and everything. I'm planning to make content. So then I said, okay, I'm going to do him one once and for all. So I said, okay, the Cuddy roast. I make a thumbnail and everything. So at this time, me and him supposed to be cool. We talking on the phone and everything else. What up, Yaya? Best player. We talking on. Appreciate that, best player. We talking on the phone and everything else. I said, yeah, I'm about to do this roast on Cuddy. I'm rolling by myself. Now, Digital Dre came on the panel that night. Superstar Fion, shout out to him. He came on the panel with us that night. I want to say, yeah, Shanir was on there. Now, I told him, I'm rolling out by myself. IV don't need nobody. It was always this lie being told to try to lessen me that I needed somebody on this internet. I don't need nobody for no YouTube. I know how to entertain. I know how to put on a production. I know how to make, I did this in school. So I do that. Now, remind you, all this is in the first month of me being on here. I'm already moving at a rapid rate. I ain't just start coming on here going live talk. I automatically came to make content. This is what I've been doing. So I didn't have no time to get all influenced. I hit the ground running. Can't nobody influence me. I don't like being a follower, not to diss nobody, but I was always raised to not follow nobody. My mom say, don't kiss no ass, don't eat nobody up, don't be no follower. That's how I live. When everyone go left, I go right. That's been my whole life. So if I had came in Filmoe Africa and seen somebody was running a show, a panel show, y'all would have never got Friday Night Live. because I wouldn't have done it, because I would have been copying. I got to, maybe that's an insecurity of mine, but I got to be the nigga. I got to be the originator. Not that I'm the first one to have a panel show, but when I see this Filmoe Africa sector and ain't nobody got no show, oh, do that, because you're going to automatically stand out from the pack, and that's going to make people fuck with you. This is my thinking at the time. So I said, okay, I'm going to do Cuz Cuddy roast. I told him on the phone. He says, you want me to come by? I said, you can come if you want to. But I was riding by myself. So he's saying, yeah, I'll roast him with you. So I said, okay. So when he said that, I'm like, all right. So I went back to the thumbnail that I had posted as a short. I had posted the thumbnail as a short and tagged people in the sector. I went and deleted it and went back to Canva, because I had Canva too. I immediately signed up for everything. How I was going to make my thumbnail. I had Canva, StreamYard, everything. So I went to Canva, redid it, and put IV. It said, For the Real Only presents the Cuz Cuddy roast. 13 on the odds, double tap the screen. It said the Cuz Cuddy roast. You know what I'm saying? So I immediately went and put IV, For the Real Only, and Mr. Mod, and presents the Cuz Cuddy roast. And I put the short back out. He came on his own, and he took part in his own. Yeah, you added something to the panel. I ain't gonna never say you didn't add, because I wouldn't have wanted you up there if you didn't bring nothing to the panel. If you was whack, yeah, you added to the panel. Yeah, go back and watch that. Even though me and Cuddy cool, it's still up there. It's water under the bridge. It's the past, but that motherfucker was hilarious. Go back and watch it. That shit, me and him tore that shit up. It was jokes after jokes after joke. That shit was hilarious. Longface even jumped in there and got cussed out, but told off by all of us. You know what I'm saying? Even Cuddy laughed at it. Cuddy laughed at it and said, yeah, they done roast me. You know what I'm saying? It was funny. I know how to put on a presentation on here. I ain't never just came on here dry to y'all. That's why I couldn't understand. I said, when I say somebody hating on me, I ain't just talking. If somebody come and they giving you actual entertainment and content, that's what you rally behind. I ain't come on here with no bullshit. I always just responded to somebody doing something to me. So I did that, bro, and we know the real. We ain't even finna get into the whole thing after that. I done told that story 10, 20 million times. We know that. What's up, Nikki Lee? What's up, Ashley? Yeah, exactly. The panel fell apart. Listen, and then I'm gonna say this again, because I will say, I told him I wasn't going to talk about him, and I still ain't gonna talk about him bad. But I was just over on dude from Seattle panel. I ain't gonna talk about him bad, but he on there. Let me tell you this, bro, because I guess you missed it last time, because I know you listening. And Yaya in here, Yaya did not do nothing. It ain't Yaya's fault. There was numerous people behind the scenes. Back then, when I first came on here, a lot of people I ain't heard from, and I don't know how long. I was putting out my email, so I had communications with a lot of people in this sector. In them days, it was actually, I want to say like 12 people that had my email and was actively contacting me. And I can say when I did this thing that I'm about to get into, like at least a good 6 or 7 responded. I was feeling like it was some funny moves going on. So I made a post saying, anybody else notice anything funny? If you do, and if you think somebody being funny, jump in my email and I'll throw you some money. And see if you right. Everybody out of them 6 or 7 people that responded, everybody told me Yaya was the only one that didn't say all 3 of the people, which was him, dude in Mississippi, and at the time, the female from Cali, Shanier. Everybody except for Yaya said all 3. And they said, watch them. And all this and that. I said, okay, I don't listen to what people say, but in my mind, I'm like, okay, you ain't tripping, but long as you keeping it real and you ain't doing nothing, you ain't crossing nobody, that's how I live my life. I live my life by what God think, not people. So I'm like, listen, I don't care what these people think. I'm not going to do nothing unless I'm provoked. So even though I'm feeling a certain type of way, even though I'm starting to feel like things ain't genuine, which I turned out to be right, I ain't gonna act like it. I'm just gonna. I'm just gonna be. I'm just gonna. So I said I'm just gonna be cool. So anyway, uh, after that, he comes. I think he the first person I'm talking to. I think he live. I'm live, and he asking me, "Oh, what you was talking about? What you was talking about?" He just reacting in a way like he know I'm talking about him. But if you know you ain't done nothing foul to me, you don't have that type of reaction. So he kept asking me about it. He was asking me about it even off the live. He was texting me about it. At the time, him and Yaya was going together. I mean, going together. Him and Yaya, pause. Him and Yaya was going at it. You know, they always kind of went at it. My bad, Yaya. Uh, so I said, all right, let me I use Yaya as kind of a scapegoat. He would be surprised if he knew some of them people that was telling me to watch them three. They would be surprised. Some of them people be over there, but I ain't gonna throw them under the bus. You know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna violate their trust in me or nothing like that. Cause they all was cool with him then, they still cool with him now. So Yaya in particular didn't really see eye to eye with him. So I was like, you know what? And I'm thinking they ain't gonna talk because they don't like each other. So I said, let me just to get him to stop asking because he know something. He feeling like I see something and he trying to find out. So I said, hey man, yeah, Yaya said it. But I didn't mention about everybody. I just mentioned him. So he run to the internet with it. I didn't think he was gonna say something because I told him, yeah, just keep it low. I said he ain't, you know what I'm saying? He just a regular person on here. But he run to the internet eventually. He didn't say nothing at first, like a day or two, which is good for him. And then he ran to the internet with it. So I'm like, all right. And that's how that started. But everybody that said something, I didn't run with it. I just went my own way, bro. I went my own way and I kept being okay. If they ain't cross you, don't say that. It feel funny, but if don't nobody cross you, as long as nobody cross you, don't worry about it. And we know what happens after that. The rest is history. We know what happens after that. You know what I'm saying? So it ain't Yaya fault. Don't blame Yaya. Stop blaming Yaya. You feel me? But that's the thing is, like I just said, we all know what happened after that. We all watched it and saw it unfold. And this how I know people. I've heard certain things. I've heard people say, "Man, I want to do the Four Horsemen again," or I heard people say, "Oh, y'all should put that together again." But we can't put it together again if people gonna be dishonest about it. Either we gonna leave it alone and just shut up and move forward, or if it's gonna be a conversation, it got to be an honest conversation about it. What happened happened, and everybody saw it. So you can make live after live saying what you want to say about IV. You can cast whatever net you want to. The people saw it. You got a few people in here even agreeing. You feel me? People was there. The 7LP. The reason why I posted does anyone else, because I now I'm telling you, I don't listen to what nobody else say. I'm gonna see for myself. Now, what happened? The reason why I did that is because I'm not perfect. I'm a man, but I'm an imperfect man and imperfect human being, just like everybody else walking the earth. I don't think I'm always right, like they say. I don't think I know everything. I like they say, I'm not perfect. I'm not the best. I don't think none of that. I know I'm capable of being wrong too. So I'm seeing this and I'm saying, damn, dude said he my homeboy, but it seemed like he got some envy towards me and he got a problem with me. And to be honest with you, I never felt that way until he got closer to the other two people. And it's just, I started seeing a lot of things. And I already knew the one dude, I didn't know nothing. I didn't have no problem with the female at the time. Never did. And like I said, I apologized to her too, because I went, a fake page came in here. That's why I be wrenching everybody one day talking. I thought it, and they was talking said something. I thought it was her, and I went off. But I apologize for that. But the other dude, I always knew that that wasn't genuine. I was just trying to help though, and be good peoples, because that's how I do too. I help people. I stand up for people, fight people. I seen him fight for people. I seen him complaining, so I tried to help him, and I brought him up. He just recently admitted last week when he was on Dude Live and Dude went off because he was high and had that big rant. And I'm gonna post some timestamps. It was something being snorted too, because you'll see him come back, go off, and you'll hear a snort. Then he come back turned up, and then it was another one where he. I'm gonna hurry up and put it out too. He might take it down, where he turned the TV up, and then you still hear the snort, and then he cut the same thing. But when that dude went off like that and went crazy like that, he immediately got on live. Now he talking about a hit dog holler, saying what I was saying, because I just got on his live. No, like you say, I'm smart. I know you. So I said, okay, I'm talking. I made the live tour dude in Mississippi this morning. So I said, okay, I guarantee you, dude in Seattle watching this right now, and he gonna go live while I'm talking. I said, I guarantee you, when you get off this live and you go on his live, he gonna be live talking about. This is how good I know he gonna be live talking about you and what you talking about. I get off live earlier. I jump right over to his channel. What do you know? Live talking about me and what I'm talking about. Know him too well. You feel what I'm saying? So I'm like, okay. So anyway, I'm trying to help this dude, and he admitted when he went live while dude was going live on his rant last Friday. And he started talking about it. He admitted and says within the live, oh, you always wanted to go at Big Foe. You was calling me saying, who is this nigga and who is this fat nigga? And da-da-da-da-da-da. You were saying this. So again, was I right? So how can you call me fake? How can you say I was on some bullshit? Was it bullshit? Was it fake when you was doing what you was doing? He just admitted it. And now they got this fake they supposed to be cool, but it really ain't cool. It's just fake solidarity and fake being cool. Cause he go live basically throwing him under the bus. And cause I know his lingo and how he talk. He talking about, oh, somebody called me and said, oh, you should be, why you get off his neck? He wasn't never on my neck. What planet you been on? So he was over there. I'm on his live. He trying to tell me that he been on my neck and he been whooping. He whooped me. He ain't never whooped me. These people in these comments laughing is proof of that. These people that's in here saying this, what they saying is proof of that. Yeah, well, live 100 times. So what you can say what you want to say. Talking about, everybody know. Everybody who? If it's and bro, I ain't trying to dish you, but I've proved how much of a liar Mississippi is. You yourself have a tendency to be very dishonest. Now, you know, from our personal, when we was supposedly cool, we don't fuck with one way. We don't rock with that motherfucker. Never did. You subjected yourself to messing with suckers. 15 on the eyes, double tap the screen. I've been saying, bro, you subjected yourself to messing with suckers. Now, I thought you was realer than that. Because both of us probably done said, hey, we real ones and this and that. I'm more about showing it. But ain't no aligning with no dudes like that. And if you say you do this, and you say you are who you are, you don't align with no suckers like that. Not even to go at one of my ops or somebody I don't like. I'm not aligning. You think I would align with him and talk about you? Even though me and you had it out? I ain't going to align with no sucker and talk about you. What that old man said on that, me hugging on a sucker? You hugging on a sucker? You can't take those videos of no player hugging on a sucker. Over there hugging on a sucker. For real. No, we ain't cutting him no slack because he keep trying to. He's only there to cause confusion. He has tried to at. I always gave him chances here and there because he would try to be normal. For some reason, I don't know if this dude an undercover fed or what, but he's only been here to cause confusion and keep drama going on. All this beef that you see that's been going on, he has been a main contributor. He makes a lot of fake channels. I told you he comes to me one time and sends me a screen. I don't know, was it on Instagram or something? He left he did something where he sent me a picture of all these for the real only channels. They was fake. So he tells me, man, why are all these fake channels out about you? He just always had a weirdo obsession, like a rainbow type of dude, like a stalker when it comes to me. He done got on my Instagram harassing me. I blocked him over there. He just following me around. Now, he said he sent something on me saying that about all these fake for the real only channels. So I see that and I'm like, nah. I immediately go. I ain't even say that to him. I immediately go to my search thing because if it's all these fake for the real only channels, they gonna pop up. You know, when you type in somebody's name, fake channels gonna pop up. So I type it in, and my only thing that pops up is my channel. So how were you able to see that? Because you're the creator of the channels. It's a wheelchair IV out here. That's a fake channel. He ain't the only one that make fake channels, but he one of the ones that do them. So he has consistently gone around and instigated drama in this sector. I've seen with my own eyes, Seattle be live and him be in there and be talking about real, and he'll be in there in the chat talking about real, saying stuff about real in the chat. Seattle might not even be talking about real. He'd be talking about something totally different. He'll bring them up to instigate, to get some talking started. Then once he start talking, he'll delete his comments and everything he just said about real. And then they've been live at the same time, and I've seen him do that. And then I'll see him do that, and I'll see his comments disappear. And I know when he's about to do it. When he erased some comments, I say, okay, go to real live. And I go to real live, and I have witnessed him come in real live and say, he over there talking about you. And he's done it time and time and time again. So me and my brother caught him. My brother was sending me screenshots like, look at this motherfucker. Like, this is why everybody arguing. And I started paying attention to him. And he's done it time and time and time again. He popped in on dude live and trying to cheerlead right now. Why are you even talking to me, bro? You know I don't rock with you. You know I don't fuck with you. Why are you even talking about me? I asked the question. This shit been 2-3 years. Why are we still even talking about it? I asked the question on my live this morning. Is there going to be a fade? If niggas don't want the fade, shut up. But we gonna put this on grown man time. We men, we lions in the jungle. Who's the survival of the fittest? So we don't handle things like women. We don't need to sit here and keep going back and forth. How we handle it as men is what real said. We got to scratch. We got to scratch. Oh, ain't no talking. What's up with it? Nope, nothing. Okay, we talking about money. I said, what's the thing? Put your year to date up. Put your W-2 up. Show evidence of your check stubs. Do it in a $15 a night motel. With just the money in my Cash App right now, I can pay for your motel for a whole year. You talking about, oh, he live here, oh, he live here, Now they starting on something new because they mad because I keeping this camera turned off. Now they saying, oh, he ain't got no job, he don't work, oh, he this, he that. They just constantly making up because they mad because I don't show them nothing. I figured out a long time ago, niggas was just looking and wanted to look in my face just for something to talk about. Now, mind you, I'm an introvert anyway, and I don't want to be on the camera all the time anyway, so perfect. And this is from here on out. Though they don't like it, they don't got to subscribe to me or follow me. I don't got to be on camera. Everybody know what I look like. Anybody want to know what IV look like? Take your ice to the For the Real Only channel and go to my videos. It's numerous lives and shorts and everything else. Some of them I'm shaved. Some of them I ain't shaved. Some of them, yeah, everything. If you want to see me, just go on there. I don't need to have my face on here every day and every night. For what? You know what I look like. So niggas mad because I won't put them in a position to where they'll have something to talk about. Yeah, I'm homeless. Look, I've been homeless. I've been jobless. I've been in a wheelchair. I've been living out of my car. I've been everything. And it's all made up shit. But everything I say in return is the truth. And I've always put receipts. So when you see, for those of y'all that's new, when you see these videos of this motel, when you see these videos of these individuals' jobs saying what they pay, this ain't nothing new. I've been posting receipts. So you want to talk about who making what money, then the hell with the fact that you stay in a $15 a night motel. Put it into this and say, okay, I stay in a $15 a night motel, but look, since you're so concerned, because I don't care. The talking ain't coming on my end. The obsession ain't from my end. I'm being obsessed with and obsessed over. So you should prove it then, since you're such a big shot. So say, okay, I'm staying in a $15 a night motel, but look at this year to date. This is how much money I made. So I stay here, but I ain't got to stay here. This how much, this is my last direct deposit. So I'm wearing these type of shoes on my feet, but I don't got to wear these type of shoes on my feet. Look, I'm doing this. Blah, blah, blah. I know I built my credit. My credit nice right now. I built my credit. If I want to go put down a down payment and drive me a Mercedes, I can do that. No, I got an Impala. But I guarantee you, if I pull that, this is what I'm telling y'all. If I pull that, and I'm talking to them, not these people in the chat. If I pull that year to date, if I pull these direct deposit records, you can't deny it. You can say what you want to say. Oh, he stayed at his mama's house. Like my mama take care of me. My mother's 76 years old. Just let that through your head. Regardless of where I'm staying at, this is the year to date. This is the direct deposit record. This is XYZ. I don't got to stay here. So fuck all the little shit. You want to focus on the little shit. You just want to have something to say because you can't beat me. You can't, and everybody know it. But let's see it. Let's see it. Show, this is what I keep saying, show the money. But when I said it, don't ever get took. Show it. You know you're gonna lose. You know you're gonna lose. Show it. If you earn $27 an hour in Mississippi, get on here and show us that you earn $27 an hour in Mississippi. Fuck a $100 YouTube talking about a challenge. I issued a challenge. I've been issuing a challenge for over 2 years for a fade that won't get answered. And this is a countrywide fade. I've been offering to go out to multiple states and everything. And Napoleon undone it on his own. You know what I'm saying? We can do it single, or we can double up and do tag teams or whatever. No answer. I've been saying for over a year, hey, everybody because everybody been on here capping about what kind of money they got. I'm living this. I ain't rich, but I know I'm doing better than y'all motherfuckers. I'm living this. So hey, let's show it. You don't want to show it. I don't gotta show it because I just the way I live my life. I wish I would prove something to a motherfucker. But since you saying it, you put it up, then I'll make an exception. You ain't gonna put it up because if for you to do that, you're gonna show you have no credibility, dude. You a liar on here. And everyone see it, and I'm exposing it. So I told you, stop letting people pump you up, because punks jump up to get beat down. You getting pushed up to get humiliated on here, just like I did before. That's what got you so mad and obsessed with me now, because I've always broke down your facade. And if you don't notice it, I do it every time you keep shit going. I keep breaking down your facade, making light of who you really are, making everybody laugh at you, and you still ain't got it through your head. That's how I know that there's no relationship. I used to wonder when I was a kid, is a relationship between the size of your head and your brain, and I know it ain't true because you got that big ass lump in the front of your fucking forehead, and clearly the brain that's inside of there ain't hitting on nothing because you a glutton for punishment. You losing out here. You could let that motherfucker tell you whatever you could let him tell you that if you want to, bro. Get your mind right. Get you some sense. Bro, you can't fuck with me on this internet. And he can say what he want to say. He cannot, bruh, you been watching it. Why is there a talk within you that, oh, you're scared of IV? I got clips of you talking about, oh, he's scared to go against Big Foe. He's scared. Why is that a thing? Why is this fear of IV a thing? IV must be a hellified motherfucker. If IV taking all his L's, why would niggas be scared? Yeah, niggas ain't as gung-ho about jumping out there against me as they once were because they know how I war. They know how I do. 16 on the odd that I possibly wasn't going to never be able to get. Nigga know how I do. Watch it drop down now that I said that. Nigga can't war against me on here, bro. They know what I done. Yeah, nigga ain't quick to jump out on me. Hell no. They better not. So you recognize that niggas ain't quick to jump out at me like they want to because they know when they jump out against me, it's results. I'm gonna show up. I'm gonna prove what I'm saying. And let us not run through the history. The history, I need some watch hours. I need some video views. I want some more. Go on there and look. It's on my channel. You know what I'm saying? It's on my channel. The history, yeah, ain't nobody running. You recognize that. So how you saw that was okay, fear. Ain't nobody jumping out because they scared. So you in a rush, you know you can't beat me, but you just wanna, the only way you feel like you can redeem yourself, okay, I can't beat him, but let me at least not look like I'm scared. So in a way you going against him because you calling him scared and you trying to keep going at me because you think, okay, I ain't gonna beat him, but at least I'm not looking scared. And you really dissing him by doing that, and you dissing him, period. You got on there just to throw him under the bus and say he had just called you. And he even done told you to stop telling everybody every time y'all talk on the phone. So you trying to cross him anyway. And I got to give Mississippi that because it used to be a time when I could say he was scared of him, but he ain't scared of him no more. Because last Friday he was on there talking with some spunk. And Seattle, I'm gonna tell you, you know, like you said, we both say we was, you know, bro, why he talking to you like that? And this ain't even, I ain't trying to use no, you always talking about, oh, you think I'm smart. You keep talking about, oh, just that reverse, what you call me trying to be smart ain't me trying to be smart. I call it common sense. Hopefully common sense ain't smart to you. Because common sense ain't intelligence. It's common sense. Common sense ain't smart. It's common sense. So I say common sense shit and you tell me I'm being smart. 19 on the odds. I don't think that, please don't refrain from telling me that because that's telling and it looks a certain way. But you getting talked to any kind of way on this internet, bro. I saw, bro, you getting talked to any kind of way. I saw that live this morning. The way he talking to you different. He talking to you with more. He done built his confidence up against you. He talking to you with more pizzazz. He feared you at one point. Because I used to sit here and say he's scared of this nigga. He feared you at one point. He don't fear you no more. He has risen up against you. One of the slaves, you know, he been a dick rod over there for Seattle. One of the slaves done rolls up on off the plantation. There has been an uprising. You know what I'm saying? But salute to him for that. I give you that one, bro. I give you that one. He done roll. I give you that one, Mississippi. He done rolls up over there. He done become the man over there. Shit. I'm like, bro, I never in my life thought I'd see that. Cause he trying you in your face. And I know you, stuff like that people do to you, you will go and talk down on them and like you, what you say, Maxim, no, that was real that was saying that, what you say, or whatever you used to say, you know what I'm saying? But now he freely going live. I'm like, nigga, didn't I just, a sucker nigga like that, bro, you supposed to, I would be like, nigga, didn't I just fucking tell you, don't get on this live telling people I called you? because they know who you talking about. So you kind of disrespecting me by doing that. He blatantly doing it. So he definitely has gotten his. I don't know if them like y'all say them beans. I don't know if them beans done hype the nigga up. I'm so far behind these comments. I don't know if them beans done hype a nigga head up or what. You know what I'm saying? And also, I want to address, I made an offer. I said, let's do this once and for all and get clarity on this. Because I don't like my story being undertold or overtold. And if ain't nobody going to show no money, because that's what everybody been talking about, money, how everybody living, who can whoop who got content. The content thing ain't a question. They ain't seen who can whoop who and who making what money. I said, but if everybody said, and then everybody claim they pushing the piece here and there and they ain't focused on, well, let's do it like this. Like I said, let's all do a panel. I just all want to get everybody. I want to see who gonna tell the truth and who gonna be honest. I don't really want to do it, but I'm gonna say stuff like that just because I want to get your reaction. If you a man and you stand on what you stand on and what you saying is true, you don't mind. I blocked y'all because y'all blocked me. Y'all blocked me for coming through here telling the truth in that chat, and you don't want everybody seeing it, so you get to hitting the block button because I come over there stinging that ass. That's why I'm blocked. Y'all blocked because you blocked me. I don't fear you coming over because everybody's seeing the truth. So I'm wondering when this motherfucker's going to realize that everybody else has seen it too. And it's crazy for you to keep talking. Friday Night Live tonight, we doing a giveaway. Like I said, I don't know what we gonna do, man. Like I said, we might do some sitcoms or whatever, or some type of topics. And what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna select people in the chat, at random, and I got me some little pieces of paper with different amounts of money rolled on them, and we gonna pick anywhere from probably 7 to 10 people. You know what I'm saying? After whoever get these questions right, you know what I'm saying? They're going to get hit off on Cash Apps. You know what I'm saying? So I got some of y'all Cash Apps and already in my phone. So if somebody should win that's there tonight, we going to get their Cash App. But this is crazy. And like I said, it need to stop. Y'all ain't wrong. It need to stop. Right. Piggyback to get hours up. Right. I'm like, bro, who losing? I'll tell you one thing. If I'm losing, who the fuck won out of this little so-called battle here? If you want to call it that. If I ain't winning, then who the fuck won? Because it damn sure wasn't none of them. Either one of them. And that ain't even no diss. That's just being honest. So if we agree to disagree, if I ain't win, nobody won. So nobody won then. But I damn sure ain't lost. That's for damn sure. Yep. You want a for the real only hat? I'm all the way back in the chat. You want a for the real only hat? I got them joints, but them was just some demos. I'm gonna get some more made. Like I said, I'm about to do. It's a lot of stuff about to come up, man. This whole channel about to transform, and by the time, like I said, the end of this year, this channel gonna be totally different. I'm just getting familiar with that camera. I'm using it for Chef Fo episodes right now. We on the way to 1,000. Yeah, we back on there just now posting. When you first start posting and you ain't been posting, you be buried in the algorithm. So you got to start posting and getting your consistency right. And then they start putting it in front of more people. But Chef Fo growing, I done got like 40. I've been back to a couple weeks on there. Got like 40 subs so far. But we on our way to the 1,000. Like I said, y'all know on here, I've been demonetized for posting that video with that horse drowning. You know what I'm saying? So the 90 days is up. I took down the video, but it dropped my watch hours. So I'm stacking them watch hours back up now. They stacking up at a pretty decent rate. And so, I'm going to be back monetized soon. and then we gonna start hitting the streets with this camera, because like I was telling him over there, this channel never been able to be what it was supposed to be, because like I said, this is an urban media platform, you know what I'm saying? This is about hip-hop, this is about real life stories and real people. Really, I see one of my plans that I was planning on doing from the get-go with this channel. I'm seeing a lot of people doing that. There's so many people doing it, I'm abandoning it, which is the getting out here and talking to the people who was going through homelessness and addiction. You know, it started with soft white underbelly, but people, there's other people with other types of stories other than that. We ain't got to dwell on addiction and all that. That was one of the things that I was going to do from the get-go on this channel. But since I had that idea, it's more and more channels that have started to do that. You know, soft white underbelly was probably the most popular of them all, but you got, you know, other channels too. We ain't gonna say their name, and you got a bunch of channels doing that, like trying to do that lane. And shout out to them. You know what I'm saying? It seems like a guaranteed way to do numbers right now, but even though I know I can do some numbers off it, and I know some funny ass addicts and homeless people in my area, I'm still not gonna do that. Like that ain't, even though I know, you know what I'm saying, I don't do shit for money. It got to be some integrity involved with it, with me. So like I said, I don't follow what everybody, if there's too many people doing it, everybody going left, I'm gonna go right. So yeah, it's gonna be some merch, but everybody gonna see this channel transform into what it's supposed to be. People ask me, "Oh, what's your channel about?" And I don't be knowing what to tell them, because I can't tell them nothing. Then they be like, "Oh, let me check it out." Because then if I tell them what my channel is supposed to be about, they gonna get there and they not gonna see what I'm saying. And then I've had people say, "Oh, I didn't know you had a YouTube," or somebody where I'm from told me, "I didn't know you was on YouTube." So yo, I went on there and seen, and this ain't just one person. This has been a few people. Oh, I went on there. I seen some videos of you arguing with some niggas. Like, yeah, I know. Like, oh, so what else you be doing on there? What else is about? Like, it's like they like, okay, I seen a couple of videos of you arguing with niggas, but what else your channel about? Like, what else you doing on there? And I can't tell them nothing. All I can do is point to the fact that, hey, I got some cooking stuff on there, but I made my own show. I'm glad to be able to say that. But other than that, I'm like, oh yeah, I got some interviews. You ever heard of Crip Mac, or you ever da 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 da? Because it got to the point where the whole shit was overwhelmed with going back and forth, that I didn't even do nothing for the damn channel. So the amount of content like that so far outweighs actual content, because I don't consider that content, just going live arguing. I don't care how entertaining people supposed to be, is or ain't about it. That ain't no real content. That's just some talk. It's just talk right here. You know what I'm saying? But it will find, it's coming to an end. Like I said, I made the video 20 on the eyes. Since it's double tap the screen, hit the like button. Since some people want to compete and say, oh, I got 16 people, and the 16 people was because I was there. Because people like to see, like it or not, people like to see me and you together. Because I ain't gonna lie, we did make a good team. But you, for some reason, want to take credit for me. You can't take credit for me, bro. You know what I'm saying? You can't take credit for me, bro. You can't. You know what I'm saying? We do two different things. I can't lie to you, bro. I got a little more flair than I got a little more pep on my step than you got. You funny and all. You used to be funnier. You funny and all. You do what you do. You know what I'm saying? But I bring something different to the table. But we made a good team nonetheless. But since motherfucker want to compete though, you saying, oh, you ain't gonna have 16 people. Okay, mine just hit 20. Yours never hit 20. So should I now be excited about 20 little punk ass subscribers? That ain't nothing. And say, oh, I'm better than you. I'm doing better than you on the internet. You ain't nothing. Nah, that's nothing. You know what I'm saying? Salute the Black Diamond. Yep. Salute the 7LP. I remember Cuddy chat was empty, but Seattle was there every time checking in on him. See, this is what I'm saying. And he think I'm trying to diss him. Like, bro, I don't know what you were doing. I don't know what you were doing. All I know is what I was doing. I know my story. You're not gonna tell my. I'm not gonna let you tell my story. You don't even know what's going on. He, like almost everything that he said when I was in his live was wrong. He was like, "Oh, you was doing it." I'm like, "No, I wasn't." "Oh, why are you doing it?" I've been said that. Why? Like he told me, "Why you wear a beanie?" I'm 40 years old. Like most men, middle-aged men, I'm starting to lose hair. And I'm covering up my damn head. Oh, he losing hair, talking about Mississippi. Yeah, but he bald. You know what I'm saying? So I've been said, how long ago I said that? Remember, I had a short getting the head up. I said, now, damn, finally. And I showed my head. I got a short when I'm showing my head. I'm getting a haircut and I'm showing y'all how my hair is coming. I'm like, damn, finally, because they kept. I've been went over that. You don't know that? Everything you was saying, I've been covered it. I've been an open enough book on this internet. My life is my life. My life don't belong to the internet. They don't need to see every damn thing. They've gotten a lot. They don't need to know everything. Oh, we ain't seen you with no hoes. You seen me with 3 females be on my channel. One don't count. That's a friend of mine. You seen 2 other ones. And one of them videos I took down. You ain't gonna see none. I'm not showing. That's my private life. You're not gonna see nothing on my channel like that. That's my channel ain't for that. That's not the world's business. That's my business. If that's something I choose to share, then I'll share it. What's this shit? What everybody want to see? What everybody doing? I want to see I want to see direct deposit. I want to see check stubs and not old ones. I want to see how much money sitting in the nigga cash app. I want to see how much money sitting in the nigga bank account. Since everybody talking about money, I want to see, can a nigga throw them thing? Can a nigga whoop ass? Can a nigga engage in hand-to-hand combat and provide an impressive showing? You know what I'm saying? So we want to see a lot of shit. And I'm telling nigga, I ain't seen you with no. I seen shot. That's it. He said, you seen his baby mama. I ain't seen your baby. I don't know what you did. But basic everyday stuff that everyone know about me, you should know. So how you got such an opinion and you trying to tell my story? You can't tell my story if you don't know basic stuff, or either you pretending like you don't know. And like don't play, because you know, like I said, I get on here and but anyway, like I said, so dude in Mississippi, I seen when I was talking to the dude in Seattle, he shot over I seen a tag. He tagging me. I don't even tag him. He tagging me. Why I need to tag you and why you tagging me? We in the same sector, bro. And then I know somebody, he probably gonna call you and tell you I said something. I'm gonna call, you know what I'm saying? So it's like, you don't need to tag me, bro. Stop tagging me. That's one of the things, the point of contentions I had with him in the first place in the beginning, because he was tagging me 20,000 times a day. That shit was annoying. Because you ever had your emails linked? Anybody else link their emails? So I got 3 emails linked on my phone. So when I get one alert, I get 3. So if someone emailed, so like say if he shared something from me on YouTube or tagged me, it would say his name mentions you. And I would get 3 of those, 3 different alerts. So it resulted in me constantly clearing the screen off at the time because I had it linked. And I'm like, bro, this dude and he got mad at me because I wasn't doing the same with him. I'm not going to dedicate my wall, my community wall, to post from one person. I share all type of stuff. I share stuff that I want to see. I might not have to feel like watching a video, so I share it. There may be a content creator I support, so I share it. I'm not dedicating my wall to nobody. Although he is right in how long he been around. Oh, okay, I read that. Saw you getting motion and wanted to be a part of it, so he offered to piggyback to get you out right. Right. But don't take credit for me, bro. My motion came from me. I thought a lot of people was coming around. I selected who in my mind who was going to work on the panel. Pew was there on a favor job. He was there just for me to help him because he was crying over on his channel that people wasn't, since he got his channel back, nobody was supporting him. So I bought him to help him. I ain't even know him, and I came to him to do a good deed to help him out because I saw already that I was having motion. It wasn't because of him. That was my idea. He was already coming around, and then I'm looking at everybody that's coming around and getting the hint of people personalities, and they coming up on the panel. So I said, look, I know I'm good to go. Okay, we could throw him in there, Dread. I selected everybody for a certain reason. And I selected the 3 other people besides myself that hit the best off each other. He was just allowed to be there because I was trying to help him out. And I regret that. And that was the beginning of the end right there. What you saying are facts. He just feel needed and wanted. He just feel like to feel needed and wanted. That's a trait some people have. Yeah, I know that. He do it. He do it with his brothers. He do it with his brother. I know that. He been doing that. But don't try to, in your quest to do that, don't lie on me, bro. Don't tell my story for me. No, thank you, bro. I ain't trying to diss you, but bro, you ain't inspired me, bro. You haven't. I can't be inspired by somebody just arguing. And I'm just keeping it real. That's what I saw you doing, was just arguing. The only time you wasn't just arguing was when I first got on your channel and you was driving down the road, taking them loads to, I guess, wherever you was driving to, California, Oregon, or whatever. And you was just on there in general, just talking. You was talking about people, but at the same time, you was just on there joking in general and talking with us in general. You didn't inspire me to do nothing, bro. I'm sorry. That I don't know why you see that as a diss, but you didn't inspire me, bro. I'm not inspired by you. You haven't done nothing to inspire me. You know what I'm saying? You tried to talk down on me me, Brad, Dread, Real, on all of us for cooking. And then at that same time, y'all remember, if you go back around that same time, niggas went to throwing neck bones in the oven and ham hocks in the oven. Everybody went to cooking something. Mississippi posted up some fish frying on the stove. Who you got? Y'all wasn't. That's me. I was doing that. Me and Real, because the same time I started posting them little Chef O episodes on my channel, Real was cooking in the back of the truck. We was both doing it. So it was always this thing of let's talk down on him and do it. Dude in Seattle just told a lie and said, now y'all know this. Dude on Seattle just said, oh, he started messing with Big Four after he came on my panel. Talking about Real. Real came on my panel before he came on your panel. And that was the first time you ever crossed me. You act like you created, like I said, I don't know if you just pretending or what. Let me remind you, it was called Filmoe Africa Showdown. It wasn't called nothing, but when it was over, I named it that. It's parts to it. I don't know if it's I got it. I might got it out there. I'm going to share that too. I might got it out there, and I might not got it out there. On like open for public, but I will put it there. It was called Filmoe Africa Showdown. You were working at Amazon then. This is my memory real nice, bro. You can't tell my story. You were working at Amazon then. I was live with you on the panel. I went home. I usually used to go live later. I got home and went right live because it was some drama going on. Because at the time, me and SFA was going at it. SFA was doing the remixes. He was cool with Real. At the time, it was me and Seattle against Real, Cuddy, and what's your name was recapping everything. And then in the midst of that, they was talking about JT too. Now, what happened was that, in my opinion, I went hard on them boys. It was over the course of a weekend. I put out so many funny shorts, and I just overwhelmed them with shorts and everything and all kind of stuff, lives being funny. Now, y'all remember this? This is how that ended. It ended with one time Cuddy was lying and saying that I was making fake pages, or maybe he thought I was making them. But he thought I was behind a particular fake page, but it really ended up being Mac Deuce. So at the time, he blaming me for making it. Mac Deuce pops in and lets him know it was him. Y'all subscribe to Mac Deuce. He pops in and let him know it was him. So, but anyway, I got on there before then. I said, listen, why you lying to these people, telling these people I'm making fake page? I said, I ain't never made no fake page, dog. Woo, woo. So I guess behind the scenes, him and Real text each other. So Real pop up on live, and it was a little shouting match. I feel like I got the best of it. So if there's going to be, how SFA used to remix everything and recap what all was going on in the sector. So I said, if it's going to be a recap, it has to be just me on it because I'm the one that I felt like did the best shit to perform. It ain't even a matter of nothing. Even Seattle admitted that when he found out what was going on. It should have been all me in that episode. That's how I felt. But when he put the recap out, the recap was dissing me. And I was like, whoa. And it didn't include none of the stuff I had did. So I'm like, whoa. So he choosing a side. So I was mad at him. So that's when I had, y'all remember the live when I said they tried to ambush me or they ambushed me? Y'all remember that? It was called ambush attempt or something. So when I'm going home, I'm live on the way home and I'm talking about SFA and how it was done. And then I went home. Even if you check Filmoe Africa Showdown, I'm gonna share it. I said, listen, I could flag him for even using my content if you ain't gonna be fair about it and just recap. This is what was going on at the time. Now, in the midst of that, I'm talking about it. Seattle pop up, and then I think Shanir popped up and she got off. You gonna see it when I post it. So we started talking. Real, at this moment, we was all against each other. Real had never been on nobody live. So now mind you, he trying to say I did it. I got it from him. This is the first time Real ever, when there was ever any merging. Now remember, I had just made Filmoe Africa Showdown. I mean, Filmoe Africa is dead when I say everybody need to join forces. So this is the first time that I get to see an example of what can happen. And it was more interaction in the chat. It was lit. When Real came through, I got to be honest. He took the numbers up. I'll just be honest. It went up. It went to more people than when it was just me and Seattle on there. So why I'm gonna take him off? So the whole time, Shanir in the comments, take him off. This is my channel. He on the thing because they arguing, and truth be told, Real was getting the best of him. Real was housing them. Real was being more funny. He telling me, man, Big Four, get this nigga off. I'm not taking him off. This is my channel. This YouTube, we here for the numbers to be up. What you mean take him off? And then they wasn't arguing. It was kind of a joke arguing. But he was being overwhelmed by Real. So this is the first time Real ever came on any of our platforms. So y'all remember this, Filmoe Africa Showdown. I'm going to prove it because I'm going to share it to you when I get off here, which is in a few minutes. And my first video, so you can know you didn't start me to go. Nothing, bro. So then, this is the first thing he did, and I let him rock because I started to jump down his throat. Then, it was the next morning in the wee hours of the morning, I'm getting ready to go to work. He live early that morning saying, man, I'm just going to stop dealing with people because nigga being too friendly with people. That nigga trying to be friends with people. So I had a feeling then that it was a conversation that took place between her and him. It was like, oh, he let him be on there talking to you any kind of way. Then he kept trying to tell me to take down. Oh, you putting up because I broke apart the for views. I broke apart the whole thing. The Filmoe Africa Showdown was like all together like 3 hours or damn near 3 hours, but I broke it down. He was talking about, because I was talking about Mac Deuce on here, and all you doing is you gonna make Mac Deuce get mad at me. I'm like, I don't give a fuck about him getting mad at you. This is my shit. I'm doing what I want to do with it. So he made that video doing that talking, and that's the first time I said, okay, so he gonna run to the internet with it when he got my number. And I said, man, he called me all the time to talk about dude, but he running to the internet. We ain't got to run to the internet. We got each other number. Now listen to that. So he mad with me being friendly with who? Real, because he been on the platform. I had him up there, and y'all was trying to get me to get him off, and I didn't get him off. Right hand of God, Sister Grave. Now, the day when I think that was a Monday or Tuesday. Fast forward to that Saturday, I get up running my little errands. I stop to get some coffee at the store. I come back to my truck. I go on YouTube. He live. I go on the live. It's a whole bunch of people on there. Mississippi on there. At one point, I think Dread even popped up briefly. Shanir on there. That other African dude, I forgot his name. I think he lives somewhere in Africa. I came on there, and guess who else was on there? Real. So if I was being too friend, that's the first time he was on my panel before he was on your panel. What are you talking about? And that live ended up being about 11 hours. Now, I want to say, I think it was the next day. It might have been the next day and a few days later. Now, and I want to, this is a brief intermission. I want to say he said, I don't know if she really said it, but he said that the female said that I was hating on him because I tried to play music during his live. And I didn't know what they was talking about. But what happened, I ended up figuring it out later. What happened is I was tired of holding the phone in my hand. And I did just what I'm doing right now. I put this thing on and I tried to sit it down and plug the aux and hear it over the speakers in my truck instead of holding the phone in my hand. And when I plugged it in, the feedback from the speakers made like a noise. And then I pressed the button and I pressed the wrong button and it turned the radio on and I had to press it real quick to turn it off. And that's what happened. But listening to people, letting people you get to thinking stuff. So anyway, I want to say it was the next day, but if not, it was a couple days later. This the night everything hit the fan. And this is how you know how good of a memory I got. That's what I'm saying. He talking. He ain't nobody to ask about it, either one of them, because they seem like they don't understand or can't remember nothing. We all live. A debate started about hip hop between me, him, and Dred. We was on both, me and Dred on the same side. We debating with him. What he's saying, we're not even disagreeing with him. So we trying to understand why he even debating, because we saying, yeah, you right. Oh, all rapping was out before hip hop. Yeah, it was. We telling him this. He's still arguing. This one. So then when you hear me saying somebody's stupid or slow or and all this and that, because if you're saying rapping started before hip hop and we saying, yeah, you're right, there should be no arguing. He keep mentioning what coast, East Coast, and what does that got to do with what we saying? So everything he's saying is not right. Then he trying to dictate and tell us stuff that ain't right. Oh, hip hop, this and this and that. We giving him the history of hip hop, and he said, no, it ain't. Rapping was before. We know rapping was for hip hop. We talking about hip hop. It started this way, that we giving him the history. You can go open any book and find out what we saying. So it's not up for debate. It's like a motherfucker telling you the sky is blue. It ain't no dispute, and there ain't no disputing that. Look up that motherfucker blue. So he mad because he like to argue, and he can't win the argument with me and Dred. Not to diss you, I ain't saying you stupid, but in our interactions, I've noticed that we're a little sharper than you are. It is what it is. I ain't trying to diss you, but if you want to take it like that, it is what it is. We're a little sharper, bro. So what happens is you were losing the debate. So you use the term, we were belittling you. We ain't belittle you. We just got a different opinion than you. So you did all this over because you feel like we belittled you. Do you know the definition of belittle? I want to ask you right now, pick up a dictionary and look up belittle. That's not belittling you. We just don't agree. We think something else. You think what you think. We think what we think. You don't have to agree with us. We don't have to agree with you. We all got our own mind, our own opinion. But in terms of a debate, you lost. Then he gets into a debate with Mr. Louisiana, 5496. Subscribe to him. They start talking about religion and God. He's saying he don't believe in God. He's an atheist. He don't believe in God. Mr. Louisiana said, nah, man, God is everything in my life. Da, 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 da. You saying your opinion. You saying you don't believe. He's saying he don't believe. And y'all debating. You can't get mad because he believe and he feel the way he feel. He talking about how he feel. So I guess he feels belittled, because if you go back and watch that, and I just found that on my StreamYard. I think I took it off my YouTube, but I think I'm going to post it back. I just found that. Then he tried to say I'm hating on him because that joint ended up being just under 11 hours. But I wasn't trying to copy off him. They was having a good conversation. There was a nice amount of people in the chat, so I said I ain't going to interrupt the conversation. I went and I put myself on mute and I put this voice box on, and it was damn near time for me to go to work, so it wasn't no points in me trying to sleep. So I got up, I did laundry, I made me some breakfast, I did everything while they was talking. I had my earphones in. They was thinking I was asleep. They kept saying, you sleep? I had to take the mute off and say, no, I'm still here. I'm just folding clothes, washing dishes. So they going back and forth. He lost with him and Brad. He lost that debate. If you go back and look at it, you'll see. People the whole time was texting. Like I said, this is when everybody had each other number. People the whole time was texting or emailing like, man, stop arguing with him. Some people that he know was like, stop arguing with him, because they realized, what is he arguing about? Like, y'all telling him, y'all agreeing with him, and he's still arguing. We couldn't figure out what was going on. Brad edges him in the debate. Then the longest part of it, he gets into it with Dredd about politics. He was saying he support Trump. The gist of it, he support Trump. Dredd don't support Trump. It kicked off a debate. What's the problem? He don't support him. You support him. That's fine. You support him. He don't support him. That's it. It's no drama. It's no problems with that. You understand what I'm saying? But in terms of intelligent debate, he loses again. Because he's saying things that ain't facts, and a lot of it, some of it don't make sense. Whereas if you listen to what Dredd's saying, everything makes sense and is backed up by facts. He just more or less, you know what I'm saying? He debating for the sake of debating. So a lot of times he'll be arguing and he'll be debating and he won't have the actual information, bro. Like I told him earlier on live, like you can type something to him. You can type 2 sentences to him and you could say, oh man, why did you go to the store when you know the store was closed? And da, 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 da. He'll read, why did you go to the store, and respond to that instead of reading all the rest. Well, if you had read the whole thing, you wouldn't have needed to respond to that, because you would have, the rest of the sentence would have taken that away. But because you responded to just a few words, this is what I'm saying, is something wrong there. So the times I've said certain things about him, about being slow and not intelligent and using the S word, stupid, and the R word and all this and that, is because normal people with a normal working brain don't take in a partial amount of the information and just start talking. You see people do it, but not on this level. He'll do it within a sentence. You'll write a sentence and he'll read half the sentence and respond to the sentence. To the half the sentence. No, read the rest. And then you won't even need to feel the need to say that, because what you saying don't matter. So this is why if you try to argue with him in the chat, he asking me questions in his chat earlier that I've already answered in the chat. So, because you know why? Because he's not reading what I'm saying. So your whole opinion, everything that you believe, everything that you think, how you feel, what you presenting to us on here is null and void, because it's always going to be uninformed. You can't have an opinion without having the facts and all of the information. So you shooting off and talking without even knowing what you really talking about. You're going to always be cross with somebody. You're going to always have an issue or a gripe. Take in the information before you open your fucking mouth. That's not being smart. That's common sense. I'm not trying to be smart. I'm telling you common sense. Read the full sentence. We got into it before about that. Friday Night Live tonight. Doing a giveaway. But if you still on her 7LP, that's how the panel. And the only reason I did that is because, like I said, I've said it time and time again, and I really feel like people think this is just another time I'm saying it. But y'all can go ahead and kiss this shit goodbye. It's about that time, bro. I done rolled, bro. I done my shit. You know what I'm saying? I done my shit. The panel fell apart because of jealousy. It was visible. Exactly. Let me read the comments. I know that's a part of the live stream. Usually I'm real good about keeping up with the comments. A lot of people don't do that. You got to keep up with your comments. Talk to that ninja. Okay, salute. Yeah. Rain and Game was your mob back then. Right. Nikki Lee, salute. What you talking about, Willis? Right. Yeah. No, they know I cleared it up. Yeah. I've been. It's about the third time or fourth time I've said this, and for me to know that dudes is always watching, and for them to still try to put it off on you, because it makes it look like it's my fault. So he trying to say, oh, it happened because you were believing. Yeah. I didn't believe nobody. I said, let me get everybody else's opinion to see if I'm tripping, and everybody else's opinion matched right with mine. You know what I'm saying? And I still didn't act different. I said, okay, if don't nobody cross you, don't cross them. But now at least you know you ain't the only one that see this. Controversy divides supporters. Right. And that's what happened. Where Black Truth at? Where Guyton at? Where we can go on and on and on. Where all these people that was faithfully tuned in every Friday night that was here? They stopped coming by because niggas fucked up the shit. So you divided everybody. You got on your chat. He denied that. Then you got on your chat and said, "Oh, if y'all support him, y'all knew me first. Why y'all going over on his channel? If you gonna turn your back on me, then don't come over here." Come on, bro. That's why you doing that. That's trying to divide the people. They just worried about that they watch your channel, so they contribute into your watch hours. They contribute into your views, just like all of us. And really and truly, you ain't doing nothing but make them stop interacting with the chats because they still gonna watch. They ain't gonna not watch because of you. That was a waste of time. I know what I did. Thanks, IV, for being honest and also seeing you're wrong. Yeah. You remember during the fallout how many times he went live in a fucking day talking about wanting to profit off people? Yeah. Back to back lives. But he got women tendencies. It's not hard to see. Let me tell you something. A lot of stuff he do, and I ain't doing like you, because you one thing you do is you'll diss somebody and then say you ain't trying to diss them. But that's the main thing you be trying to do. But what I'm about to say here is that Seattle, a lot of stuff you do, bro. Everything you allege, it's not too much that I've seen you allege about somebody that you haven't done. Damn near everything that you say somebody else do, you yourself do it, and do it more than anybody. And I'm just saying, we all know that, we all see it. Cause I wonder why y'all say these things knowing that we all watched it. And I'm liking this live because this is the most people I've ever seen be honest about this shit and say what it is in this chat so far. This is what I be telling them, because I know from behind the scenes and from every now and then a person saying this and that, all these people ain't talking about them just the haters. No, this ain't just no haters. This ain't no nothing. A lot of people say it. They just don't want to have to be arguing back and forth with nobody all the time on the internet. The vast majority, say what you want to say. Let me tell both of y'all this, and this ain't just me talking. The vast majority of the people in the Filmoe Africa sector feel like me against Mississippi overall. Fuck all every little back and forth. That's a million of them. Overall, me against Mississippi, who's won? IV. Ask around the whole sector, overall, me against Seattle, who won? Me. They think I won, bro. I don't give a fuck about them few little people y'all got over there. Respect to them. But the vast majority of the people in this sector feel like when it comes to us going at each other, I've gotten the best of y'all. It's not me saying it. You keep trying to act like you just did it. It ain't just me. They saying it too, bro. They've said it too. And you know they have. You got common sense. I hope so. You know you ain't shitting on me. You ain't outdid me on here. In no way. Pork chop is a huge liar. Baby shit be popping off on these panels. I know, I'm telling you. And really and truly, like I said, this shit is 3 years. This shit is old, bro. We really shouldn't even be having this conversation. This shit is so, like, whack at this point. You realize how this shit look? So y'all know everybody think I'm just saying it, but bro, I'm through with y'all. Cause so at this point, y'all really about to look bad when ain't nobody saying nothing to you at all and you still saying stuff. You know what I'm saying? Like, y'all seen me take little breaks and not even say nothing to y'all. You feel me? And then when I feel like fucking around, I have a bad day or something, like motherfucker done piss me off at the job, then I find out something get said. It'd be wartime. But I'm telling you, I'm through with it. So everybody better enjoy these last little lives. And I've been telling the motherfucker, y'all so in love with drama and Filmoe Africa, you know, y'all better get these motherfuckers. Because once I start hitting the ground and hitting the streets and making this other different content, every time I upload something, I'm gonna take down something. And let y'all preserve it so y'all can watch it for y'all pleasure. That's why I put all the argument in the membership. You know what I'm saying? And when y'all need y'all arguing fix, y'all can go back and reminisce. He do move undercover as fuck. No, he ain't. No, it's Vitalia. Hell no, he ain't. He okay with us? No, he ain't. Shit, he ain't okay with me. I done gave his long face ass too many chances. That's it, bro. I ain't got time. Get in here, you Gilbert Godfrey looking motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? I ain't got time for him, bro. He done too much, bro. He like to feel like the man. It's called insecurity. Oh yeah, and I want to say this one thing about Seattle. You had the nerve. I can't believe you did that. You said something else, and I started getting at your ass about something else. You sat up there and lied and said I was talking about JT. Well, oh no, let me stop. I take that back. I was wrong because he did read further and say, "Oh, okay, yeah, you right. No, I don't know what happened with you and JT. You right. Let me take that back because yeah, you had at one point was saying I was talking bad about JT. I never talked bad about JT until he talked bad about me. I don't mind him though. Just moves undercover as fuck. Do you think they want to fake argue for views or they mad? That's what it was. They when we fell apart, when he got up talking about us that day, because it was all them debates. It was supposed to have got pieced up, and we had a conversation on the phone, me, him, and Mississippi, and Mississippi felt like, oh, I feel like we're the gatekeepers of Filmoe Africa, so it should just be me, you, and Seattle running it, and everyone else is like just sidewinders. No, well, that was my word. He said everybody, and then Seattle said, "Oh, I don't want all these sidewinders. Me, you, and Mississippi is cool, but like Brad, Dredd, and the Bevan and all them, I don't want them being on the panel." That's what he said. And then Mississippi was like, "You know what? We should have a fake beef." And I don't fake beef. And the whole time all this is getting said, I'm just on the phone quiet. I couldn't believe it. Especially him. I'm like, bro, I'm helping you. Y'all can say what y'all want to say, bro. That panel helped everybody. Ain't nobody make me. I don't feel like I made y'all. I feel like the panel helped everybody. We all helped each other because we all was getting subs off it. All our views was going up at one point. We was getting more. Our views was definitely going. Our subs and stuff was definitely going up faster. It helped everybody. Nobody made nobody. But if you want to be ignorant and say somebody made something, shit, my panel definitely made Pew because they didn't even know he was back. He was buried in the algorithm. When I put, you know how many people when he came on my panel the first time, people was all in the comments like, oh, he back, oh, what's up? Da, da, da. You don't remember that first time you came on the panel, Stu? People was in the comments, they didn't even know you was back. I helped you, and then your subscribers started growing. Then once you got to a certain level, you started talking shit. They wanted to, but they big mad now, right? Then I heard somebody say they created 4 horsemen. That was Dredd. Dredd said, so we was thinking about a name to call it. That was one of the names. All this shit, but yeah, all this shit shouldn't even be talked about at this point. Reg pull up the superstar and they handled it like men. Right. Supposed to handle it like men, whether it got to be a conversation or a fist fight. Y'all say y'all men, y'all saying push peace. Y'all can't get and have a conversation. Why? Because you're gonna be afraid that you're gonna look like you was wrong. You know what I'm saying? But I don't know why this man keep trying to take credit and say I came up, bro. I'm sorry, bro. I'm sorry, bro. No, you never inspired me, bro. You can't inspire me, bro. I ain't trying to even dish you, bro. You can't do nothing I can't do. You know what I'm saying? You ain't accomplished nothing I ain't accomplished. It ain't nothing you can have I can't have. You feel what I'm saying? No, bro. You ain't never inspired me, bro. You ain't. I'm sorry. Shit, Evander Holyfield inspired me. Little motherfuckers that beat giant obstacles. Evander Holyfield inspired me. Bret Hart inspired me. Master P inspired me. Martin Luther King inspired me. Ain't no nigga inspired me, bro. I'm different. I'm cut from a whole different cloth than you come from. You cannot inspire me, bro. I'm sorry. I don't know why you keep saying that, bro. Stop. You just hurting yourself, and you mad because I won't pat you on the back and say, yeah, you did. Nah, bro, it's not true. It's not true. I'm not gonna let you cast that light on me. You ain't inspiring me, bro. You insulting me by telling me that. I look at it as an insult. I don't need to tell you why. I already told you. You can't inspire me, bro. It ain't nothing you done that's of note for me to be inspired by. What have you done to inspire me? I was 18 having my own shit. You can't inspire me, bro. Yep, I'm so apparently I'm homeless and jobless. IV never homeless. My door always open. Man, I ain't pay that shit no mind. Uh, yeah, I know his room number, but I ain't gonna do that because that's doxing him. And that's why I was saying he talks so much shit on the internet, bro. Ain't no telling who don't like him because he probably do shit like that in real life. Well, he probably don't because the internet had these niggas moving different. So I wouldn't put out his room number because I go ahead and yeah. But let me not say that on here. I ain't gonna put it as his room number because somebody might go and unalive him. You never know. You know what I'm saying? And I don't want it to look like I've been arguing with these motherfuckers on the internet and all this and that, and then something happened to him, and I'm the number one suspect. It'd be flying, checking records, airport record to see if I flew, check the GPS on my phone, something like that. Let me stop. I ain't gonna dox him on that level. He at that motel though. Yeah, I know he would. Yeah, he would have put his room number out. I ain't gonna put his room. I ain't gonna do that. I ain't gonna dox him. Because really and truly, you get in trouble for doing all that shit, bro. It ain't just if people really want to pursue something on you on here, they really can if they willing to go through enough. Them boys are liars, but that's on them. Time to lead these mentally right. Why lie? Just be yourself. Exactly. He said 150 to 200 a week. He been lying for views. That lady said $15 a night. I asked her. I don't know if she was just, I don't know. Because, motels go up on the weekend. So maybe for a full week, it's probably $150. But if I was to come in there and just get a room tonight, it's probably $150. You know what I'm saying? I mean, $15. So that's $115 for 7 days. But a motel will charge more money on the weekend. So they probably like, nah, we got to get some of our money back. So he might pay $150 a week. He paying anywhere from $115 to $150. Anybody who disputed, Broadway Inn Motel, Hattiesburg, Mississippi, call the number. But that's who they are. You gotta let them be who they are, liars. I don't know why anyone explaining something to the homeless, jobless guy in the van. I have. Wait. Oh. Damn, IV, let me hold something so I can clear out my shine cart off of bean stew. It's a blessing to have mom and open door. Yeah, right, man. I don't even need to talk about that. I know what my living situation is. And like I said, I know don't nobody take care of IV. Regardless of where I stay at, can I afford to live elsewhere, regardless of what I got on? See, that's the problem with our people. We always trying to keep up with the Joneses, always trying to impress and look like something. I'd rather have it for real than look like I got it and not have it. Now, out of us three, I'm gonna be honest, bro. I got it more than y'all got it. I got it more than y'all got it, bro. That's just the fact of the matter. I ain't rich by no means, but I got it more than y'all got it. Even when I was on medical leave from work, what you think I was just working, spending all my money? No, my money was getting stacked. My money was getting put into stock markets and things like that, and investments. So when I was on leave from work, what you think I was broke? I wasn't broke. I was sitting there still living. Like I told y'all, if I lose weight, it's gonna be by choice. It ain't gonna be through starvation. I drive what I drive, but I know what I can afford. I ain't trying to live with the joint. I'm trying to stay. Everybody with money, that's real money. When real people with real money, I seen somebody just talking about Jay-Z, and then they was like, "You see what I think it was Bun B. So you see what Jay-Z? You notice he wearing less and less jewelry, less and less flashy shit. Jay-Z jumping out of cars and shit with sneakers on, sweatpants, and a t-shirt." No watch, no nothing. And this motherfucker got a couple $1 billion. You know what I'm saying? That's dumb shit. Like he told Boosie, you niggas doing them, not Boosie, you niggas holding the money up to their phone, like to their ear like a phone. He said, we don't call that money. That ain't money right there. If you can hold it up to your ear, it ain't no real money. Real motherfuckers with money, we ain't even going pulling, them niggas ain't pulling no money out the bank like that to hold it up to my ear. I got cards. I got shit like that. I got several different bank accounts to hold all my money. You know how many banks I got money in? These motherfuckers. Yeah, that's a ghetto. That's nigga shit. That's hood ratchet mindset. Want to see what you got and everything you got. Put it like this, man. If you want to do it like that, like I said, put up your year to date. Show your direct deposit information and everything else. Show us what the account look like every 2 weeks, every week when that money hit, and then we can settle it like that. But I know that won't happen. And then niggas be lying about their channel and how much they making. Listen, bro, they got a site out there. I forgot the name because I just heard about it, but I wrote it down, and it's accurate as fuck. It tells you how much a creator is earning on their channel every time YouTube cut a check. It show all they shit, and it's accurate as hell. So can't nobody lie about what they making on this YouTube. I don't know if dudes is aware that that's out here, but it's out here. And sometimes you can't even find what people making. It be empty. That means they not even hitting the radar. It, like we ain't even listing it. And then and so let that sink into your head and go find out. I gotta find the paper and go type them in and see do they even pop up. I don't pop up neither. So ain't no significant money being earned from nobody in Filmoe Africa. It even got JT on there and how much he make a month. So ain't nobody in Filmoe Africa making no significant money. Trust me. So we gonna settle that. So don't nobody getting on here talking about what all they making. It's on the site. I seen it. I went on there and typed in everybody's name just to let you know. So I know what to do. Don't make me make a screen record and then go on there and just be typing in names and show what all everybody making. Mm-hmm. Yeah, y'all come by tonight, man. Y'all come by tonight, man. Hey, we gonna do y'all get y'all sitcom knowledge ready. Y'all get y'all sitcom hats on. You know what I'm saying? We picking people at random. We gonna ask you a question. You got a few seconds. You ain't got forever to answer it, because we ain't gonna get nobody time to be Googling. You know what I'm saying? You got to respond. You got to be fast. You got to be fast. You know what I'm saying? Especially if you put your voice box on, hop up on the panel. I'm gonna order from there tonight. Live, okay. Yeah. Turn in live for Cash App, John. Yeah. I've been around Mississippi and Van, man, always lie. Yeah, it be a lot of, man. Nigga shaped like a sock puppet. King Kong, them little cartoons you be making funny as hell too. You need to get back on them. It's funny the stuff that they be. I seen, who was that? It was somebody. You had Seattle on a cartoon, and the man was doing splits and like on the beach or something. He was doing. Sheen got some good stuff. What is that? I got $3,000. I'm gonna go cray. Ashtray, you know Yaya? Yep, Broadway in. They both scared of ID. Facts. Losing the fight versus life beating them down. Right. A lot of shit you see the position these niggas is in, this shit is karma, bro. A lot of this shit is karma. You know what I'm saying? Nigga, you can't put bad juju off on me, nigga. I'm good, bro. I'm good. I don't give a damn what you believe. I'm not showing a damn thing. I ain't trying to prove nothing. You think what you want to think. Put that money today. Put that money information up, though. Put up a shut up on this fade, though. That's what I'm talking about. He failed another drug. Who failed a drug test? Child, not the slaves. Watching them be best friends is too funny. They clashed the same day. Oh, Seattle guy failed 2 drug tests in one. Damn. He failed another test and now lying like it's tampered with. Y'all crazy. Dang junkie. He claimed the nurse sabotaged his urine. What? I'm gonna have to go. I might have to watch him today. I want to see when he said this. What video was this? Right in the president. He actually think he can tag the president and he gonna see it. 2 versus 1. IV been winning. Yeah, IV won. Yep, I know. Thank you for acknowledging that. Because people get to saying everything on here. Trying to cast it in the wrong. I need to pin that. 2 versus 1. IV been winning. No, let me take that. IV1. That's Yaya. Yaya don't give a fuck. Yaya gonna say it. Be wrong about so much stuff, but swear he right. Hey, I got to tell you, yeah, you right about that one. You behind the chat. Yep, me too. I was behind these comments. I feel like I'm catching up because I'm kind of seeing I'm kind of remembering some of the stuff that I was saying that y'all. No one wins when niggas is talking about each other. You right about that. Tell that to them. So motherfuckers can move on with life, bro. This shit done got old now. It's been old. I've been telling them forever. Oh, you can't win telling people to leave you alone. I already won. I'm just saying, move on with life. It's old. I already won because I've gotten to the point where look, I've gotten to the point where it's nothing else I can really do. I've done the worst shit. The only thing that can happen is for it to happen to me. Motherfucker can't do nothing with my situation, my living situation, or nothing. You can't do. See, I beat him because Mississippi, especially because he's a liar to the point where he gave me ammunition just by being a liar. So all I got to do is debunk your lies and prove that you lying. And boom. And so I did that automatically. You can't do that with me because I'm not lying. So you can't do nothing. That's why you've had to make up shit. So just right there, you cannot top me because as long as I continue to not live a lie, you'll never be able to top me. That's it. That's why you can't win. And nigga can't affect my life right now. It had to be done. Yep. Real men don't go back and forth like women. Yep. Yep. Let's meet up. Either it's going to be a honest conversation or it need to be fisticuffs. The absolute, not even the absolute last, it should never be no back and forth bickering, especially for this damn long. Let's either have an honest conversation as grown men and go our separate ways, or let's thump. Free ball Fridays. It's your partner. What up? Salute to it's your partner. Yeah. Beef squash. Why hell is it back? Play where it's safe. Salute to you. Let me go ahead and wrench her so won't nobody come through here impersonating. See that? That's another thing. These niggas make so many fake channels in this sector. I can't even give wrenches to people. I gotta give wrenches right away, so it won't be fake pay. So I know it's the real person. Some got to be a bigger man. Ignore the bullshit. Oh, you finna see who that is? Yeah, watch this. Pork chop in Mississippi trying to bring it back up. Right. That's all because he needs it. He does. This is what I said with somebody don't got content and don't got talent. They got nothing that they really bring to the table. So they thrive off of this for Tanya. That's why it's going on. That's what I keep saying to you and Moni. When people don't got nothing that they can bring to the table, they rely on the same thing over and over again. That's why I do salute Cuddy, because whether he talking about his jewelry thing or whether he talking about some politics over there in Africa, that is his thing. That's what he's talking about. That's his content. He pull up his little StreamYard and he show stuff from sites and he go out and that's content, bro. I ain't gonna never say content is going live talking about somebody. I don't give a damn if they entertained by it. You know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna never say that. I can't give that credit. Oh, see, somebody made a pay. I see Digital blocked it. Somebody, I'm late. Somebody made a channel, Broadway Inn Motel. That's what I'm telling you. They make a channel on everything. You deserve the rose. You niggas in the chat be cheerleading the BS. No, they ain't cheerleading. They just know it's the truth. They just know it's true. They tired of it like I'm tired of it. I've been tired of it. I just been saying, look, man, just go on with your life. It's the shit old. But when people be bitter, they be bitter for they bitter. People bitter. And they mad. They bitter for a reason. Because they feel like they've been shitted on. And they feel like I need to redeem myself, and it keep not working for them. And the only thing that's keeping it alive is the fact that I've been responding to it. I don't respond to it all the time like I used to in the beginning. I used to respond right back. Now I just take my little time, and when I feel like responding, I'll say something. But watch this, buddy. Folks try to, but when they post people dead, family members on there, and it's a problem. Yeah, it's all kind of shit been going on. Buddy, what's that on? Why y'all don't tell IV to ignore Mississippi Man? Okay, check out who that is, because I can tell by their lingo. Yeah, check. Somebody hit Buddy TV and see who that is. See how many subs they got. I ignore them all, actually. Fuck pork chop. I didn't know. I was all behind. I didn't know all this was going on. Buddy, we grown over here. We done save hoes. We don't save hoes. You can if you choose to. Whatever, I'm out. Oh, he left? Them weirdos want to see you in your drawers and shirtless. Yeah. Motherfucker done told me on here to go in the bathroom and go live and show them how I look in my drawers. Motherfucker want to see everything. Why everybody want to see everything on this internet? They want to see it. Why everybody want to look in my face despite the fact that they know what I look like? They want to look in my face. They want me to be live on camera so they can look in my face all the time. Something going on. Something going on. You don't go. Oh, yeah. No, I just decided. I've been said, and now for everybody to be. That's why I said, nigga, don't be remembering, because you watch me all the time. Then you should know that I've been said this channel was gonna eventually be pretty much like a faceless channel, not in the sense of YouTube is cracking down on faceless channels like they said, but faceless in the sense that you're not going to be seeing my face all the time. Well, you about to see my face because I got some interviews coming up that I'm putting together. So you're going to see me, of course, on the interviews like you did on the old days. But other than that, you going to be seeing me behind the camera. So you go on like Atlanta street interviews and you see how you just see him filming the people. That's what you're going to see. You're going to see me out in the field filming content. Not I'm taking myself off the internet. I didn't never want to be really on camera like that anyway. If it ain't going to be for the purpose of interviewing, or if we had a panel show, then that's it. But now a lot of people ain't getting on the panel no more. A lot of people, you going around, you seeing people live and they got their voice box on like this. People don't feel like sitting with their face in no damn camera 24/7, 365. You could put your Bluetooth on and sit your phone down and go on about your business. Sometimes when I be in people's lives, like I go on what she said, I'll be in her live or some of these people live, and I'll put my Bluetooth on and I'll be up cooking something. I'll be washing clothes, and shit like that. And I go on about my life and just listen. Poor Buddy, have a good day. Buddy, please be oh, y'all gave Buddy hell. Get out of here, Buddy. Fuck peace. Diddy tendencies. Peace out, Club Scout. Damn, y'all was on Buddy ass. All positive thoughts, Buddy. Please don't let the door hit you. Look, Ashley on your ass too. You know it's real. Pork chop in Mississippi want to be Cassie. All right. He started cooking after y'all started cooking. Remember that suddenly? Yeah. Motherfucker went to cooking. Ham hocks and all kind of shit. A lot of they like, just admit when you got inspired, bro. I think he was inspired by me and he feel like he was here before me, so he don't want to, but he want to try to make me say I was inspired by him. And I'm keeping it honest on my sister grave, bro. I put my right hand on the Bible. He ain't never inspired me to do nothing. I don't know what he want to say that, and he want me to say that, I guess, to make him feel better. He ain't satisfied. He keeps saying, oh, I didn't show you streaming. Bro, you showed me. Okay, say if StreamYard got a feature where, oh, if you want to piggyback, like he told me, oh, if you want to piggyback, just press this and then press that. Oh, if you want to do this, just press this. He told me like 3 things like that, and that's the gist of it. Oh, if you want to do this, just press this. Oh, you want to know how to do that, then just press this, and you could put people's name on the screen. Like stuff like that. It literally, like, that's all he ever showed me, bro. He ain't never inspired me to do nothing, though. I don't know why he be saying that. Flowers for all parents, women and men. I don't hate the nigga, man. He entertaining. They started ordering the side dishes from DoorDash. Cause it's 11:12 a.m. for me, IV. Oh. Shout out Mac Deuce. Ninjas trading recipes and shit trying to compete with IV in real life. The Twizzler I once told him the Twizzlers he's such a fan of were nasty that he may as well chew on the cables behind his TV. Been banned ever since. He banned you, said something about some Twizzlers. Not puzzle teeth. I asked IV how I get in this sector, y'all crazy. Shanir kept that bullshit going too. I'm not in this. I'm still confused. Unban me on your channel. We know you watching. All right, Fatanya. Cheers to the weekend. He had a change of heart for her baby for. I gotta start reading this motherfucker like real. Say bullshit. Then he said, talking about real said came on his live and said we did him wrong after we fell out. And I know real didn't do that because real was on my live right after it happened. And yeah, so he said the same thing to you that he said to me then. If that's the truth, I want to see that. But he talking about since he brought it up, go pull it up. I want to see that because he came on my live and said the same thing. The only difference is I ain't finna go looking through that. I'm pretty sure I would know it if I clicked on it. I'd be knowing what video is which by what we had on. Like I know everything about what we had on. But it's just it's so many of them. I just don't be feeling like clicking on them and going through them. If I really want to put together I might put together like a big video on here and then just run it on OEM. Just keep running it. I bet that shit'll do numbers. But I just don't be feeling like going through, sifting through all that shit. Them shits is hours. That's hours and hours. I ain't got that kind of time, bro. I'm sorry. It need to be something where I can just like edit and little by little just keep adding on to it. Like I ain't got time to sit and then try to in one sitting put together a big video. We grown and free to express our opinion. El Paso Road, what's that? What? It's trademark. What up? No, he ain't. What's she talking about? Talking about JT was the cheat. Oh, yeah. He looked so out of place on the panel. Probably felt it too. That's why he felt vengeful. But he immature and don't know how to act. Yeah, he was out of place on the panel. The only time he wasn't out of place was when it was time to talk about somebody. When he was talking about when we was going at it with Cuddy at the time. So when we was times when we was talking about Cuddy, he would be front and center. Whenever it's a target and somebody to talk about, that's all he can do. You ever see people in real life that love drama and gossip, and they really, that's all you only ever catch them talking about drama and gossip? He one of them type of people. If it ain't about drama, it ain't much dialogue from him. That's why when he was on the panel and we just talking about regular stuff, he didn't have nothing he could say. It got to be about people. Princess AG, salute. I was going to the store next door to get me a cold beverage. What the hell is she talking about? Oh, trademark, funny as hell. That's knowledge, RV. Keeping up with the Joneses will keep you broke. Sure will. I said I'm not going to get a cold drink from the store next door. No need for the room number. Oh, okay. Oh, I see what you're talking about. Does OG Land Diesel still come around? Who was it again that clashed with OG? Real? Yeah, Land Diesel still be coming through. He might show up tonight. He usually should come through. IV way behind. Hell yeah, I'm behind. Y'all keeping me behind. Oh no, I caught up. Tashay a good 30 minutes. Moni, what's up? 7LP Cash App. We playing the Cash App game tonight. Put your sitcom thinking caps on. I said thinking cap. That voice real do when he read in the chat. Right. Doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. I finally caught up. Damn, that was a lot, bro. See, look, Real one of the one. Real don't be following his chat too. Real just be going off. What up with it though? Moni, Tashay, what y'all got going on? Oh yeah, hold up. Go ahead and wrench for there ain't no impersonators. Because even though Shanir did her little things that I didn't like, I still, you feel what I'm saying? Hate that somebody came in on a fake page. That never worked on me before, but that day somebody came in on a fake page and I went off on her because it hadn't been no shit for a while. So it wasn't my fault, but it was my fault. So gonna let that happen again. Yeah, welcome back. I said, ain't no telling what everybody been saying in this joint. I said, let me go back. But anyway, I'm about to start. Yeah, we live at 9 o'clock. Just gonna get in here and have some regular talk, man. And tonight, man, we gonna put all that drama to the side, man. Just come on here and talk about regular stuff, anything, wing it. You know what I'm saying? You know, we ain't gotta talk about the drama. And throughout the night, we gonna be giving out this money. You know what I'm saying? We gonna ask some questions. You know what I'm saying? You know, we gonna test, we gonna see who know what. And don't think this gonna be easy, because I'm finna put my thinking cap on. You know what I'm saying? I'm about to put my thinking cap on. We gonna see. We all grew up watching sitcoms. We gonna see. You know what I'm saying? Yep. We had 22 people in here at the most. That was good. 12 on the odds, 27 on the likes. I appreciate y'all. Yeah, but yeah. It's Friday night sitcom knowledge. I'm there. Yep. Oh, Tashay. Hey, hey, you a cool. You and Fatanya, Ashley. Yeah, y'all some of the coolest people I met over there on Homeboy Channel. Yep. Y'all fall through. Yes, sir. You know, everybody might need you a little gas money. Might want to go get you some wraps. You know what I'm saying? You know, you might want to get you some Who knows what you might get? Maybe 20, 25, 50, 100. You know what I'm saying? It's various different prizes. Yeah, I hope so. He need to bring his ass over here. You know, maybe yeah, somebody. Oh, Fatanya ain't on here no more. I was finna say, Fatanya, go get his. He ain't got no phone. Go get him on here. And I know he needs some money. He might want to win him a couple bucks. And then I'm gonna have to send it to somebody else cash app. Yeah, he know everything. Oh yeah, he gonna win top prize. I know how he is. He gonna know he know every movie and rap line. I'm like that too though, but he just more vocal about it. Like he say some everything. hmm So I'm gonna see who know what. hmm Yep, know all the quotes. You know what I'm saying? Everything like, well, I don't care what you say to him, every sentence you say to him, he'll come back with a movie quote or everything he'll relate it back to a movie. That's why I said, oh, but he probably ain't gonna be there though. We can do it. We might do movies next time, but this little giveaway right here, I don't know. We gonna do sitcoms or movies. Movies gonna be harder though. Movies gonna be harder. And when y'all get in here, can't nobody answer. Don't answer it. Don't answer it. I don't want nobody answering the sitcom. Stopping in the hello, Janice. Yeah, we in here tonight. We doing a giveaway, different cash prizes. Some people may get 25, 50, 100, whatever, but we're testing sitcom knowledge. And that's at 9 o'clock Eastern time. So if you're on the West Coast, it'll be 6 p.m. If you on Central time, it'll be 8 p.m. It's 12:14 here on my lunch break. Glad I caught you. Okay, no doubt. Mm-hmm. 11 on the odds, 28 on the likes. Double tap that screen for me. Okay, bet. Yeah, I'll be Cash App ready. Have your Cash Apps ready. But yeah, like I was saying, when y'all in the chat, don't nobody answer. We all gonna be modding each other. Nobody answer. Nobody answer the questions in the chat. It's only the person that's on there. You know what I'm saying? Be a fast typer. Oh, okay, that's what's up. Oh, okay. Yeah, I just recently received some money. Well, I know I have people have cash at me on here before when I was live. But all right, trade. Haitian Reds just recently sent me $25 because I was the first one in his live. That's how it is sometimes. Sometimes you just be the big instead of the big spender, you the big sender. You know what I'm saying? All right. Sometimes instead of the big spender, you the big sender. Well, I be in Funky Town Live. They be talking about that. What's that dude named Damon Darling? You got $1? Oh, I thought you were poor. I have an abundance. You got $1. You got $1. Oh, oh, bub. To my bub. I thought you were poor. Doesn't really mean much to me. I have an abundance. You got $1. But anyway, man, it's 3:18. So I'm getting ready to get off here. I'm gonna start putting together I got a lot to do. I got to write out some interviews, questions for a couple people this weekend. I'm gonna be filming a couple interviews on StreamYard next week. Um, so we got that, and then we got I'm gonna write down some sitcom stuff. You know what I'm saying? I am new to that app. Mm. He need to get one. He say he don't got his phone, but when he get a new phone, he should be able to get a new Cash App. He should get a different number and get a Cash App. He need to get his own damn Cash App. If he see how you cashing everybody in North America. But anyway, yeah, I'm gonna write out some questions and some sitcom related stuff. And like I said, some of these questions I might need y'all to come up on the damn panel. You don't got to show your face, but so, just to make sure ain't nobody going on Google. We got to be fair. Some of this stuff, people should be able to answer it right away. But some stuff, it may require them to come on panel, not to cam up, but to come on the panel, like I am right now. Just this little circle in the middle. Hey, what name this? Blah, 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 blah. Okay, that's correct. What's the Cash App? Drop the Cash App. You know what I'm saying? So y'all get ready tonight. Yep. I ain't announcing what they getting because I'm also now it's a certain ones I probably, like I said, I don't know how many. We gonna see, man. We ain't gonna talk about too much. We gonna, yeah, we gonna see. Like I said, you know what I'm saying. You might get you it might get you some money to go out and eat dinner. You might, you know what I'm saying, go to Red Lobsters. You know what I'm saying? You might get you some fill up your gas tank. You might get you some wraps. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? If, a little grocery money. Yeah, but Big IV, Big Four by the people for the people. And this is the For the Real Only channel. This is not a game. This is not a test. This is the real thing. Like, share, and subscribe. Hit that notification bell so you can stay tapped in as well. I appreciate all y'all coming through. See y'all tonight, Friday Night Live, sitcom knowledge, Cash App giveaway. We in here. One.